Okay. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning to all participants of today's webinar. Before we start, I'd like to thank Ms. Komalia as our instructor and for everyone for attending today's session. First of all, let's thank Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala. Because of His blessings, we are able to be here and participate in today's webinar. To start the session, I will hand over the session to Intan Laila.
Okay, thank you to Lavina. The presentation for today is about the cultural diversity of Indonesia. I will read the agenda for today, which are the first season, which is a presentation by Mughnii and Intan, Diversity of Indonesian Cuisines, and second two season, which is a presentation by Lavina Syahril Aisyah Supriyatna, Tribes and Culture All Around Indonesia. And the last season, which is Gamelan, the Music of Indonesia, which will be presented by myself, is Intan Laila Snawati. Now, let us start our webinar right away. For the first season, I will now hand over the event to our presenter, Mughnii and Intan.
Okay, to moderator, the PowerPoint, please. Diversity of Indonesian cuisines. Next. How many of you have ever tried all of Indonesian food from all around our country? I bet you none of you have ever done that, because our country has a wide variety of cuisines. It's said that Indonesia has around 5,350 traditional recipes. Among those cuisines in this section, we will be looking at some main courses. As we know, we Indonesians rarely have appetizers before eating the main dishes. We start our meal with main course instead of appetizer. Some famous Indonesian main dishes are sate, nasi goreng, and rendang. Sate or satay is a meat skewer that is grilled over hot coals. It is served with a sauce and lontong or rice cake. There are numerous variations of sate in Indonesia. Some of them are sate Madura, sate Padang, sate Marangi, and others. Indonesia is even known for having the richest variant sate in the world. Next is nasi goreng or rice or fried rice. Just like sate, there are also many variants of nasi goreng in our country. Common nasi goreng use ketchup or sweet soy sauce to spice it. Nasi goreng is traditionally a breakfast dish that used leftover rice from the previous day's meal. In 2011, nasi goreng was in number 2 for CNN's World's 50 Most Delicious Food. The last Indonesian curse dish is rendang. Rendang is an original dish from Padang, Indonesia. Rendang is a beef that is braised in coconut milk and spiced from hours. The slow cooking method in the oven that make rendang to tender and rich with spice. Its tenderness and rises if flavor made rendang to be crowned as the #1 dish on CNN's 2011 World 50 Most Delicious Food. Indonesian dessert. Some as the main course Indonesian dessert are also varied. We will focus on two of the most popular desserts, which are martabak manis and cendol. The first is martabak. Martabak manis or sweet martabak is a bread like a pancake. There are numerous toppings of martabak manis, but the most popular ones are sugar, chocolate, sprinkles, cheese, and crushed peanuts. Martabak manis is served fold and cut to small squares that make the toppings get inside the martabak manis instead of the top. Cendol. The second dessert is cendol. Cendol is made out of green rice flour from like jelly, creamy coconut milk, shaved ice, and palm sugar syrup. We can also add jackfruit, durian, red beans, and the additional topping of cendol. Cendol is served summer or when the weather is really hot along with snacks. And of course, we were talking about Indonesian food. It isn't complete if we don't mention Indonesian snacks. So here we will talk about Indonesian most favorite snacks, gorengan. Most Indonesians have tried gorengan at the one point of their life. Gorengan or fritter is various kind of ingredients that are battered and deep fried, fried, fried. Gorengan is commonly sold by street vendors of traveling carts, especially during Ramadan. There are numerous types of gorengan, such as banana fritter, bakwan, cireng, cassava fritter, fried tofu, and many others. So not only our country is rich in traditions, but also in terms of tradition cuisines. We only discuss of a few of the popular dishes here, but in reality, we have thousands of kinds of cuisines around Indonesia. Thanks for your attention. Have a good day. And back to Lavina or Intan.
Okay, thank you to Muhammad Mughnii. And this is season 2, Lavina. Okay, now this is season 1 and season 2, sorry. First of all, let's thank you Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala. Because of His balance, we are able to come here and participate in this webinar. So I will to Muhammad Mughnii is the moderator.
Okay, thank you, Intan. Everyone, for session 2, let's just start right ahead to Lavina Serial Aisyah. The time and place is yours.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
In today's event, I will be a presenter for session 2 of this webinar. I will bring a presentation about tribes and cultures around Indonesia. To moderator, please open the PowerPoint. Cultures and tribes all around Indonesia. by Ravina realizes bit. Before we start, you might have heard about Indonesia's motto already, Bhinneka Tunggal Ika. This term was derived from an old Javanese saying from the Book of Sutasoma by Impu Tantular. In English, this motto means unity in diversity. This term represents the huge diversity of traditions and many more in Indonesia, while also still being one as the people of Indonesia, despite the vast differences within the country. Indonesia is a country with thousands of different ethnic groups or tribes. According to a census by BPS, in 2010 alone, there are at least 1,340 different indigenous ethnic groups here in Indonesia. Some of the widely spread ones being the Sundanese, Betawi, Batak, and Javanese ethnic groups, that takes up most of the population all around the Indonesia archipelago. However, there are also a lot of tribes that are slowly disappearing as well. The disappearance of a tribe can be caused by conflicts such as war, colonization, debate, or disagreement against land properties, or economical problems, natural disasters, assimilation through marriage with other foreign non-indigenous ethnicities such as Chinese, Eurasian, and others, or loss of area and globalization or modernization. Even now, there are a few documented ethnic groups and tribes that are slowly disappearing or struggling to keep up with the modern days. Some of the known ones being tribes from Papua, like the Tagusom tribe in Skamto that have disappeared, and is now trying to be revived by its neighboring Orare tribe in Waris. The disappearance of a tribe or ethnic group in Indonesia directly affected culture, local language, and even the environment around the place that the ethnic group inhabits. To get to know more about the tribes that are slowly disappearing in Indonesia, let's take a look at a few tribes here. First off, we have the Mentawai tribe. The Mentawai tribe is known to be the first inhabitants of the Mentawai Island in the west of Sumatra. Believed to be one of the oldest in Indonesia, the Mentawai tribe have inhabited this island since 500 BC. They also practice the belief of tabulungan and are known to be experts in traditional baritachi using charcoal. The Mentawai tribe also has a traditional house that resembles the traditional houses in West Sumatra. There are still houses that is manufactured with wood or bamboo. These houses are called lalep, uma, and rusuk. Not only that, the Mentawai tribe is also known for the unique hairdressing and their way of clothing, where the men traditionally only wear long clothes. Here we can see a few of the Mentawai tribe's culture. In the first picture, we can see the traditional Uma house, which is a steel house that is made out of wood or bamboo. And secondly, we have a picture of a Mentawai man hunting. You can see that he's wearing a loincloth, and their weapon is made out of natural stuff as well. And in the third picture, we can see the Mentawai tribe performing a dance that is similar to a chicken's move. And lastly, we have Mentawai Shirikei or Saman. You can see the Shirikei has the unique dressing of a Mentawai tribe. Secondly, we have the Sakai tribe. The Sakai tribe is known to rely on forests around the island of Riau. Believed to be descendants of a Malay kingdom in West Sumatra, or specifically the Pagaruyung kingdom, the Sakai tribe leads a semi-nomadic life, where they heavily rely on nature for their resources. They only build temporary shelters that are easy to disassemble, and the Sakai tribe usually acquires the item almost entirely from nature itself, even for their own clothes that are made out of tree bark. However, despite their way of living, a lot of the Sakai people have also advanced into modern technology. A few of the younger people of Sakai had loved to pursue a career and education out of the tribe, with a lot of them being successful in life too. Despite that, a lot of the Sakai tribe still holds their traditions close. And again, we have a few pictures of the Sakai tribe cultures. In the first picture, we can see their clothing. The cloth is made out of wood bark, as you can see here. And secondly, we can see Sakai men wearing the traditional clothing during a ceremony. And thirdly, we have timo, which is an item that is used to store stuff such as honey and other ingredients for cooking. And lastly, we have the Samian tribe. The Samian tribe lives in a jungle area around the district of Bojonegoro, Subang, Rembang, and Blora in central Java. This tribe is known to be strict towards its Javanese and also their own traditions, and is often seen using traditional clothing such as batik or kebaya, and lives in traditional houses like joglo. Most of the Samin tribe live separately from each other, with one area only having 5 to 6 households. Despite that, their sense of familiarity and solidarity is still strong. The Samin tribe has their own teachings, which is called the Saminism, where they hold their honesty highly in their daily life. They have also been following a saying, which is Ono Niro Mergon Ingsun, Ono Ingsun Mergon Niro, which is directly translated into I'm here because of you, and you're here because of me, indicating their strong solidarity and bond as a tribe or community as a whole. And again, we can see a few of the Samin tribe culture. In the first one, we can see the woman of Samin tribe preserving its traditional music, which is a music that is made from usung. And secondly, we have the Samin tribe's house behind. It is the Jogla house. And thirdly, it is a picture of the Samin tribe gathering. These are just a few of the many other undocumented tribes that are slowly disappearing or decreasing. This is mostly caused either to modernization, the loss of areas from deforestation, and many more outside and internal factors. Not to mention internal factors such as people of the tribe wanting to keep up with the modern world or wanting to go out of the tribe to start business, and a lot of others. So, how do you prevent the disappearance of an ethnic group or tribe? It is hard to prevent or stop the loss of a tribe, especially if the factors are internal or from the tribe people themselves. Like the tribe people wanting to go out and experience the modern world and such. But there is a few stuff that we can do to help preserve a tribe's culture and heritage, such as preserving the ethnic groups or tribe tradition by practicing or learning about it. Like us, we are Sundanese people, so we should learn stuff like Jaipongan and others. And secondly, teaching others about the traditions and culture of the different tribes, whether it's our own or even others. And lastly, we can make sure to always be proud of our own tribes, cultures, and traditions before anything else. I think that's it for today. Thank you for your time. I hope you were able to learn a few new things from here. If there's any question, you can leave it in the comments.
Okay, thank you to Lavina. And the host is the next last season.
Yeah. If there's no question, I'll hand over the session to Arik.
Okay, thank you, Lavina. Greetings, my name is Muhammad Mughnii Arik. I'm from SEAMOLEC School UPI Bandung as the host. And in season 3, the presenter will be Intan Laila and Lavina as the moderator. I will now head over the season to our moderator, Ravina.
So in the third and final session, we will discuss about a musical instrument that we all know, which is gamelan. To further discuss about this, I will hand over this session to our presenter, Intan Laila.
Okay, thank you. Hello, everyone. I am to here because presentation in the last season. To moderator, share screen, please. Okay, I will tell you about the musical instruments of Indonesia, which is gamelan. The definition of traditional instruments are instruments that developed through generation and generation in an area. Every tribe in Indonesia has their own unique traditional instruments. Traditional instruments itself are instruments that are similar to every other varieties of instruments in a world. Outlines with the traditional instruments being grouped into a few categories, such as stringed and wind instruments, percussion, and even instruments that are played by shaking it or by tapping it. The function or purposes of a traditional music. Traditional music are commonly used as a medium to accompany traditional dance, such as jaipong. Traditional ceremonies or rituals, entertainment media for communication and expression, and for economical purposes. Next. Okay. Six function of traditional music in Indonesia. 1. As a medium to accompany traditional ceremonies. In a few regions, the sounds that are produced by a specific instruments are believed to have mystic powers. Because of it, a few traditional instruments are used to accompany certain traditional ceremonies. An example such as gamelan, which is used to traditional Javanese ceremonies. 2. As a form of entertainment. Music can be used as a way to reduce stress or the feeling of tiredness after daily activities or work. 3. As a media to express feelings. Through music, we can try to discover our potentials while also expressing our feelings regarding things such as emotion, thoughts, ideals, and dreams. 4. As a form of communication. The sound that are made by instruments has a certain argument and rhythms to it. This could be used with lead to tell a story or as any kind of communication with others. 5. As a medium to accompany traditional dance. Traditional music can be used to accompany traditional dance. For example, karawitan can be used to accompany the traditional Sundanese dance, which is jaipongan. As another example, Javanese dances are usually accompanied by songs that are made with gamelan. 6. For economical purposes. For professional musicians, music isn't just a way to express themselves, but can be also used to make profit and a living out of it. They are respected through the art or songs that they made and played. Okay. Traditional instruments purposes that we often see. In their own perspective, each of the traditional instruments may serve different purposes. I have 4 points. 1. As a medium for communication. 2. As a media to present as entertainment that is either for social or economical purposes. C. As a medium to express ourselves and create art. D. As a company to traditional dance or ceremonies. Gamelan. The definition of gamelan points toward the instruments itself. where the instruments are used in unison to correct a harmony. The purpose of gamelan is to be a company for traditional dance, ceremonies, wayang performance, and for entertainment. Gamelan are usually only played on special occasions or events. Types of gamelan music and their purposes. One is kendang. The treatment of each rhythm in gamelan music serves to adjust the speed, start, slow down, and give cue of when to end the gamelan performance. Two is gong. Gong serves to give a cue of when a gamelan music performance ends and also as a cue of when the music starts. Zither, an instrument that plays as cengkok and is played as the usually speed of a X-tone performance. Rebab, used as an opening for a song. Rebab is usually called as the leader of a song, especially in a mellow or melancholic song. Saron, used as the main instrumental piece in playing gamelan. Bonang Barung, used as a song in opening. And the last is Keno, used as a boundary determinant during a gamelan performance and to serve the rhythm to the song. Thank you for your attention and have a good day.
Alright, so from Intan's presentation earlier, we learned about the traditional musical instrument of Indonesia, which is gamelan. I think that's all of the presentations for today. I hope we were all able to learn about Indonesia's cultures, tribes, and many others here. For the rest of this session and for the closing, I will hand it over to Muhammad Mughnii.
Okay, thank you, Intan and Lavina. Thank you for your attention. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bye-bye.